Hey, what's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this video by B with the T. It's titled Destiny's Child Reunion Turns Messy After Mathew Knowles Shows His True Colors. What else is new? He is messy as hell. Destiny's Child Reunion? Where and with who? If Beyonce or Kelly ain't there, child, is it a reunion? Let's see what's going on. Let's watch.
Okay, you guys, so Latavia Roberson gave an interview to the Daily Mail, and she is spilling all the tea about what really happened and what went down with Mathew Knowles. And this man showed his true colors in the worst way possible. But can we really say we're surprised? So for those of you who don't know, Latavia was one of the original members of Destiny's Child. Her and all the girls in the group were best friends for 10 plus years. They auditioned together, grew up together, and grew together as a group. But in 2000, Latavia and LaToya got kicked out the group. Now fast forward to September of 2023. Beyonce is doing her concert in Houston during the Renaissance Tour, and she invites Latavia backstage. Now FYI, this is the first time they've been in the same room in 23 years. And according to Latavia, it was very beautiful. She said they prayed together, the hugs were real, and at one point Beyonce put her head in Latavia's lap. They took pictures with Kelly, Michelle, and LaToya, all 5 members in one room for the first time in almost 2 decades.
You see who missing. They did not fuck with Farrah Franklin.
Jay-Z hugged her before she left and told her how much Beyonce still loves her. And Latavia said she loves Beyonce too and always will. So that part was very sweet and very healing. But then Mathew agreed to have dinner with LaToya and Latavia with a push from Beyonce. Now he tells them he wants to give them a play. Latavia agreed because she saw him as a father figure growing up. Now remember, these were teenage girls traveling all over the world, spending countless days together at a time, and Mathew was the main male figure in their lives at that time. So they sit down for dinner, and Latavia said it started off okay, but then he started being Mathew, according to her. Now she tried to bring up certain things from the past, and he kept deflecting. He kept shutting her down, and then he made some comments about her mother, who, by the way, is a breast cancer survivor. Now Latavia's mother, Cheryl Mitchell, was the chaperone for Destiny's Child. She was there for everything. So when Mathew came for her mom, Latavia said, and I quote, "I'm done because my mother was the one who held your fort down while you were out here doing what you did to Miss Tina." Now we know that Mathew ended up messing up his marriage because he cheated on Miss Tina like a dog. Now Latavia claims that she would overhear conversations like, "Why was this woman answering the phone, Mathew?" And there were times when Mathew would be nowhere around when they were supposed to be on stage for gigs. Now Latavia also said she could always tell that something was going on. Her ears were always listening to her mother and Miss Tina speak about a lot, so she heard a lot of things. So then LaToya tells him, "We looked at you as a father figure." And you know what this man said? He said, and I quote, "I've never tried to be a father figure to you." And it's crazy that he said that. I mean, he did not give not one care about their feelings. Now again, he was their manager. He traveled with them as teenagers.
Okay, that don't mean he gotta be a father figure. I agree. Hold up. Hold up. I agree with that statement. Like, girl, I was y'all manager. Nobody was trying to be y'all goddamn father figure. What are you talking about? So, yeah, I don't think he said nothing wrong right there. And if y'all are supposed to have this dinner, what's the purpose of this dinner exactly? A. And B, why you bringing up the past? It's been 20 years. But let's move on. It happened. It's done. All right. So what are we even talking about?
He controlled their whole lives, their whole careers, and now he wants to downplay their feelings as little girls, saying that he wasn't trying to be a father figure. But let's be real. If they saw him as a father figure as little girls, that's because that's the way he presented.
No, that's not true. That is not true. Sometimes people will latch on to certain people because maybe they don't have a father in their life. So they might, put that title on them. That don't mean that's the role he assumes. We can't just assume that. Like, oh, she viewed you that way, so you must have been acting like a father figure. What?
To them. But Latavia was not going for this man's BS.
And I was ready to talk shit about him too because he is messy. He's been messy in the past, and he's shady as hell how he did Miss Tina. So I was ready to talk shit, but I don't agree with that.
And she went off on him. And she tells him, and I quote, "Why am I here? You are a pompous son of a bitch, and I'm not a little girl you can control. I'm leaving." And she got up and walked out. Now, LaToya tried to get her to stay. Latavia said, "I'm not sitting here to endure this." Now, as she was leaving, Mathew had the audacity to say, "Are you at least going to open my gift?" Now, she said Mathew needs to know that...
Oh, he said he wanted to give them a plaque or something. So he was just trying to do a nice thing. I'll take y'all to dinner and hey, I got this Destiny Child plaque for y'all. I don't know.
Can't screw over people and expect things not to happen because karma is a bitch. And it really is. But LaToya and Latavia went through a whole lot of unfair treatment with Mathew. They were making $1,000 a week while touring with TLC, and they were doing 5 or 6 shows a week. Meanwhile, Mathew was eating good off of them. She also said Beyonce could speak her mind to her father because that was her dad, but Latavia and the other girls couldn't say anything. They had to just sit there and take whatever Mathew dished out. And when they finally tried to speak up about being underpaid, about the unfairness, they got kicked out like they meant nothing. Latavia said her issues was always with management, never with the girls, and I believe her because you can see from that backstage reunion that her and Beyonce still have love for each other. They still have that connection from when they were little girls, started out together. But Mathew, he showed who he really is. He invited them to dinner under the disguise of making amends, of giving them their plaque. And then when they tried to have a real conversation about the pain he caused, he completely dismissed them. And for him to sit there decades later and not even acknowledge what he did, not apologize, not even try to make it right, that's very low down to me. It's no secret that when Latavia left Destiny's Child, it really messed her up. She struggled with
exactly. And that's what it sounded like. You got trauma involved in that, and you tried to spill that trauma on the table, and this man like, look, girl, come on, that was 20 years ago. Girl, move on. And I feel him. Listen, I try to be empathetic towards people's feelings to the best of my ability, but sometimes people are ridiculous, and I'm not your therapist, and I'm not about to let you try to guilt trip me into some shit when I know what the situation was. We don't know we don't know what happened with them, okay? People say that he did them dirty. I don't know. I don't know what their contracts were. I have no information at all. I know he was messy in the things that he was saying about Beyonce and whatnot way after their group or whatever. But I don't really know about, the business side. I have no knowledge of that, so I can't speak on that. But it sounds like she just has trauma because, she was kicked out of the group, and the group went on to be mega, mega successful. And then Beyonce went on solo to be mega, 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 mega successful. So it sounds like there's a lot of regret there and hurt there. Understandably so. I would be sick as well. Like, God damn, look what Destiny's Child turned out to be. That could have been me in that damn group. God damn it. I would have been sad too and sick too. But it's been 20 years at this point. So, yeah, no.
She had alcohol problems. She got a DUI. It took her having her first child in 2013 to really get her life back on track. So this wasn't just about losing a gig. This was about losing her best friends, losing her childhood dreams she worked so hard for, and having to rebuild her whole life. But Latavia handled that perfectly. She didn't sit there and take it. She didn't let him gaslight her. She said what needed to.
How the fuck we know she handled? All right.
She said, and she left. So I'm very proud of her. I'm very proud that she was able to pick up the pieces.
This is a mental illness. We don't know what was said at that table. He could have been like, hey, nice to see you. And she's like, you motherfucker. That could have happened. We have no idea what happened. We were not there. So this whole story that she just created, it sounds crazy to me. Like this is a mental illness. What?
Get her life back on track. And I'm very happy that the girls were able to reunite and forgive one another in spite of what Mathew is still trying to pull. But y'all let me know, what do y'all think about this craziness? What do you think about Latavia calling Mathew out at the table? And what do you think about all the cheating that he did?
Not all the cheating he did. Girl, what is this?
So cute. I seen the picture.
Oh, her makeup. You know what? I see no clips of anything. I don't even see an article to quote what she said exactly. I have nothing to go on. So I can't speak on this at all. But listen, I don't think it's fair to make Mathew the villain in every situation. I feel like a lot of Destiny's Child fans do that a lot when y'all don't know what the business was at all. So I'll just leave it at that. He was trifling for cheating on the mama. He, I think he wasn't the best manager. That's why Beyonce got rid of him. But we can't be like, oh, he's wrong 100% of the time in every single situation. Like, what? This is ridiculous. This wasn't no damn reunion. I mean, I guess they reunited backstage, sure. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye.